Last session, you argued through maps and omens and chose your road. The Roaming Treasury of Sekhmet tempted you with a sapphire ring and the hope of other hoard, but timing, distance, and Alkirat's dwindling days made it a gamble. Hunting Gorgoroth in the South Spire Mountains offered glory, but little certainty. Melissa, the black dragon bound in human form, with true sight and a wary smile, tilted the scales. She warned that atop the Central Spire, an ancient genie civil war raged. If you wanted the Hand of Brass and the Moonstone Cloak, you would have to climb and fight for them. You set out from the Salt Flats on day 6. On day 7, a sandstorm clawed at you, chewing your gains and forcing you to wrestle tents that kept trying to sink as the red sand drank the night. Dawn of day 8 brought worse. A blowout, a hollow carved by wind and capped by a fragile crust, collapsed beneath your feet. Umbra and Salakamara went in up to the waist. Farid skidded clear and threw down rope, spiking it with a javelin. Draxor vanished entirely. In a heartbeat, the dune became an hourglass. What followed was grit and coordination. Umbra's deep, drumming chant lent focus. Salakamara spread blessings, then readied to heal whatever you pulled up. Farid and Avril shoveled like fiends. When hands and shields weren't enough, Salakamara drove the serpent-headed staff down through the loose red sand, and the snake struck something solid beneath. You heaved together and wrenched Draxor free, battered and stung but breathing just ahead of suffocation and the thirsting sands. Salakamara scoured the venom from his blood, and Umbra's song of rest patched frayed edges while you caught a short respite. Stone underfoot changed everything. Near the spire's skirts you found an Anubian obelisk carved in dwarven, primordial, celestial, and the old tongue. It promised a ritual bargain: place amber upon its face and receive restoration, or a blessing that would cling for a full day. Etched beneath was a warning like a law. Above the crown, a tempest screams. Below the sands, a nightmare dreams. Changes served by Anu's hand, forever made to serve the land. Speak not the names, heed not the cries. Break not the binds until all else dies. Some of you fed amber and took a day-long blessing. Others kept faith, coin, and caution. You slept safely on rock and greeted day 9 restored. Morning brought the mountain's truth. The Central Spire rose more than a mile, its crown trapped in a wheeling storm. Ledges all along its face roosted with manticores. Melissa admitted she could not fly as the sphinx had torn her wings when she saw through its veil. She warned the manticore colony might barter passage for iron, steel to crack and chew, never gold. With ropes, pitons, and a plan to sneak, bargain, or both, you began the climb toward the storming crown, knowing the genie's war and the spire's guardians stood between you and the artifacts you came to claim.